My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about karma. I know YouTube clutches their pearls a little bit, so I'm gonna cover one of those letters, but we have someone who is getting their comeuppance or their just desserts, whatever way you want to frame it. This is someone who has done wrong, and they are about to learn a lesson from that. And I do feel like the subtext here is please don't lift a finger, don't you fret. There is nothing that you need to do because karma is on the case and will take care of it for you. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a great day so far or great night so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you in case I said that too fast, as is more information on how to become a member and get extra shorts and videos, as well as how to find my candles on Etsy. They are soy and better for you. Let's dive in. I think we're going to start with, we'll go with the Cosmic Woman. What else do we have? What did they do? Why is karma following this person? So this would appear to be about somebody's behavior in terms of dating or romance. Okay, so we have Knight of Cups, Sun in the reverse, and the Six of Wands in the reverse. So it does feel to me like we have someone who offers things before they are able to. So maybe this is someone who's trying to strike up a new relationship before they have left their current one. Maybe this is someone who is trying to love bomb or manipulate a partner. This is like, oh, everything's fine, don't you worry. But no, there is cause for worry or concern because we have the Six of Wands in the reverse. Six of Wands would be like the victory card in the upright. In the reverse, it's like, things did not go the way that I wanted them to, or the way that they should have been, right? Strength, Four of Swords, Three of Swords, and the Eight of Wands in the reverse. All right, so I feel like the Knight of Cups is the person that you're dealing with, and Strength is you. It could indicate that you have Leo in your chart, or maybe you're just a real great fighter. But we've got the Three of Swords indicating that this person has played games with you. And as a result, with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, you're like, well, I think I'm good on that. So this is likely someone you are currently no contact with. Somebody that was not very bright in terms of how they treated you, and they fumbled you. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Hello, G. How are you doing? I'm just going to delete a couple of your messages because I don't know if you came here expecting me to respond to people like immediately, but yeah, I'm doing a reading. Hello, music. How are you doing? I do personal readings via email. You can ask more details, and that email address is in the description box. Otherwise, I do questions, personal questions at the end of the general reading, so in about 30 minutes, with priority to those who tip or donate. So feel free to attach your question to a super chat. Hey, Lemonade, what's up? All right, so we've got another 8. We just had the 8 of Wands in reverse. Now we have the 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Wands in the reverse. I kind of feel like this is somebody who's a bit of a non-committal person. We'll go with that. I was going to be a little bit more sassy, but let's wait till we get more information. This is someone who likes to make it seem like they're putting in a lot of effort or wants to make it seem like they're a great partner. But the reality is They are not great at making choices with their partner or their person and their feelings in mind. This would be a little bit of like a self-absorbed type energy, this Knight of Cups. Two of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So you realized that this person was communicating with you in a less than honest way, and that maybe it was time to choose a different path. So even if this was somebody who ghosted you, there was a point where you said, I think I'm fine without that person. I don't think they're really going to be doing right by those things. It just doesn't seem to be a priority to them to actually be communicative or loyal. Hello, Jolie. How are you doing? Hello, Matt. Hello, Amy. Hello, Ivan. D, I do personal questions after the general reading, which should be in about, call it 28 minutes, 27 minutes, with priority to those who tip or donate, but feel free to enjoy the live chat until then, right? King of Swords in the reverse and the Ten of Pentacles. You recognize the dishonesty. You see that this is somebody who's probably not going to be very honest with you. Sometimes we delude ourselves and try to ignore the warning signs or give the benefit of the doubt, right? Hey, Brutal. I think it's kind of rude to ask people if they're satanic or Christian right out the gate. You don't even want to say, like, hello? How's your day? My name's Brutal. And why are the only choices satanic and Christian? There's so many other options out there. You know what I'm going to say? First of all, your observation skills are lacking. Second of all, people are far more than what their belief structure is. So I encourage you to be a little bit more open-minded. Let's continue. We'll go with the Pulp Tarot. Did I say hello to Matt? I think I did. I hope I did. Matt, that's kind of great. I might have to take that up. Brutal, if you're out, that's totally fine. Thanks for stopping by. To be honest, I haven't really enjoyed our conversation. So please feel free to keep it moving. Do you have your Bible in your back pocket, homie? Like, really? If you don't mind, go on and find another channel. Hello, Danny. How are you doing? Did I say hello to Sayer? What's going on? We have the Star, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Empress in the reverse, with the Six of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who's not grown up. Our Knight of Cups is immature, and we kind of knew that from the beginning because the Knight does not inspire confidence as far as maturity. Knights are known for being a bit more immature. But this is someone who feels like they have a lot going for them. We have this Star quality. Maybe they feel a lot of people want to be with them. Maybe they have some level of fame, but they feel like they don't have to actually put in any effort. They feel like they don't have to do what others do to be happy in a connection. But they're wrong. This is the problem with arrogance and a lack of self-monitoring. You can get to a point where you make assumptions based on how other people see you that you can get away with X or you can get away with Y or you can do Z and nobody's going to get mad at you. And I think this person's about to get some pretty tough lesson learned here because we had karma showing up at the beginning, right? They keep acting like they don't know how to mature or they don't know how to be respectful towards other people. And that's going to end up causing some issues for them. I'm glad to hear it, Danny. Oh, thank you, Brent. I appreciate you. Sometimes I have sassy things that I think about saying, and then I just chuckle and I don't say them. All right, so we have strength in the reverse, the Fool, and strength in the reverse is in the same column as strength in the upright. When I said it, I feel like that's your energy. Ace of Cups and Death. So you're able to acknowledge, maybe I was not listening to my intuition. Maybe I, should have been a little bit more patient before I dove into a date or a relationship with this person. But the important thing is I care about myself or I have respect for myself enough to recognize when someone isn't treating me the way I deserve to be treated. And I can stand up for myself and say, this isn't what I'm looking for. Thank you for the memories, but I think I'm out. What else? Ace of Swords, Five of Wands, and the Five of Swords. 2 5s in a row. All right. This is someone who's realizing that the Knight of Cups, that is, even though there is competition for their affection, their reputation is slowly becoming a bit of a problem because more and more people don't take them seriously. And I think in particular, whatever this karma is referencing, it's going to be some sort of like public or on social media kind of crash out because they don't have as many options as they think they do, or they're not as popular as they think they are, that kind of thing. Hello, Jake. As long as you are, right? You have the Moon, the World, Magician in the reverse, Three of Cups and Eight of Cups. I don't want to be dealing with somebody who is love bombing, gaslighting, or manipulating me. Even if it felt like there was a lot that we had in common, I'm dealing with somebody who's too secretive. I'm dealing with somebody who probably has a roster. So I think I'm good on that. If they want to deal with somebody else, have fun. What's that line? You didn't steal my man, you stole my problem. That kind of thing, right? I don't think we were headed the right way anyway. So, if you want to hang out with other people, sure, go for it. I don't have a problem with that because you don't really know how to commit. Hello, Sandra. How are you doing? What else? Third chakra, Archangel Shama. And the third chakra talks about self-expression. So you upset this person when you make it clear that you're not going to chase them. You're like, no, I'm looking for like a real relationship. I don't think I'm going to get that from this person. So why would I chase them? If they want to be dating someone else or they want to be flirting with 7 people at the same time, like, so be it. But I ain't going to be one of those 7 people. And then they get mad at you. I'm sorry. I don't remember giving you permission to have standards or like self-respect. I expect you to be obsessed with me. they get mad. They do not like being rejected. They do not like being told you're okay with not seeing them again. I do feel this is a big ego. Someone who is maybe a little bit too much of a fan of themselves. Is that going to help enough? Maybe one more? There we go. Maybe. Let's get a few from What's the News? Okay, Beta. Thanks for stopping by. You know what's funny about that is that happened right after I pulled the hostilities card too. Matt, I take offense at that. I'm only 5'4". What are you trying to say? I know some tall women that are definitely dealing with some big egos. And I also am curious why we only talking about women here. Plus, like, have you not considered supermodels? There's not a lot of short supermodels out there. I feel like those would be some pretty big egos. No? At least a couple of them. I don't know, Matt. I think maybe you're talking about maybe local? Maybe it's Canadian women. Wow, yeah. So here's that Knight of Cups, right? The person who doesn't know how to commit. They're a player. But it also looks like they like to break the law. Okay. That sounds like another reason that it's good to leave them alone. Hello, Farah. How are you doing? We have Heart to Heart and Detective. So you were able to deduce that this is not this is not somebody who's able to commit. You were able to figure out they're still on a dating app or they're, making full use of Snapchat. And when you have a heart to heart with a close friend or somebody who genuinely cares for you and wants the best for you, they're like, you deserve better than that, right? Come on. They validate the concerns that you have, and you realize that if this person ghosted you or if you told them that it was over, whatever it is, the ending is a good thing for you because this person ain't it. They don't know how to respect you or value what you bring to the table. We've got Spilling the Beans and Brick Wall. This Knight of Cups has this charming energy or this, I want to use the term ebullient personality. Very personable, right? But when it comes to more serious conversations, they shut down. So when they are asked, do you have feelings or do you miss me? It's like they'll just push you as far away as they can. But we have this Spilling the Beans card coming out, and it makes me feel like because you are able to suss out that this is not someone that is faithful or focused on one person, they get mad because your rejection of them impacts their reputation. So it's kind of like coming through as a bit of a domino effect. The fact that you recognize this person's non-committal energy and reject them or walk away inspires other people around you to be like, maybe I shouldn't deal with this person because they're a little too focused on themselves, right? Oh, I would say, like, there's the psychology term for ego, but like ego versus id, right? Or is that the same thing? Gosh, it's been a while since I took those psychology classes. I don't generally look at ego as a good thing. I guess I more so view it as confidence, and ego to me it's like, so you think you're the best thing since sliced bread? Okay, interesting. So we've got Bonnie and Clyde and rebound. So if you're not going to, you know, stay on my roster, or if you're not going to chase me, then I'll go find someone else. But when they try to go and find someone else, I think they get rejected. I think this person's losing their luster, which I really like saying because 2/3 of that word is lust. And this is clearly someone who runs on lust. Like that is their fuel. They're starting to realize it's not always going to be easy for them to connect with other people because it's becoming more and more obvious to their social community or the people that are interested in them that it's a waste of their time. Oh, so you're just gonna like hang out with me for a couple of days and then keep it moving? Maybe I should just like keep it moving from the beginning then. It is. Did I say hello to Ryder? Hello, Salvador. How we doing? Yeah, we got a lot of stalling out on the ascension, don't we? That's okay. Hopefully we can be positive influences on that stuff as a collective. 10 of Wands. The Ace of Swords in the reverse. And the Moon in the reverse. Moon in the reverse I don't care for. That's that manipulative energy, but it does apply. It makes a lot of sense. We have someone who has built a 20-foot fence around their heart. Someone who's not letting anybody get to know them emotionally. All they want is the physical intimacy and like the bragging rights. But with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, because they continue to misrepresent what they want in a relationship because they are the type to gaslight or love bomb, they're experiencing a shortage of opportunities in love. We have the Fool. I love this card. Look at how weird the face is. We got somebody who's trying to set off on a new path towards a person they're very attracted to. And they're like, okay, I'm getting my game ready. I gotta have some, I don't know, interesting things to say and make sure that this person knows how interested in them I am. And, you know, then I'll like take them back to my place or whatever. They are overly confident at their always be closing skills. King of Wands in the reverse and the Magician. King of Wands in the reverse is a little bit of hoe cake energy. Hello. How's it going, Gentle Snack? Hello, LA. How are you doing? Yeah. Yeah, I think it just depends on what application you're using for that. Like how you're viewing it. But we've got someone who's very interested in notches in the bedpost, but you seem to be making them look much less appealing, much less appetizing. Like, no, don't mess with that person. They are not worth your time or effort. I don't know if I agree on that one, Matt. I would more so say I think a person with a healthy ego, which to me means like a husky ego, you know, like just a little bit more than normal. I feel like that, yes, would apply. Benevolent and lovable for sure. But when you have a big ego, I feel that goes hand in hand with being self absorbed or focusing on what you need over being good to other people. So I do feel like that means there is, I don't know, like a short sightedness on being able to consider other people's feelings or needs, and focus on reputation that can sometimes distract from what really is important. Because I gotta be honest, like, the older I get, the less I care what other people think about me. Am I right? Y'all feel that way too? Like, I want to be a nice person. I want to be helpful. But if there are people out there who think that I am, oh yeah, stupid like that person earlier, like I really don't care like, at all. And I feel like that's the difference between the big ego and the healthy ego, is whether or not you have that ability to consider other people's needs or feelings, right? Hello, Vinay. How are you doing? Hello, Paul. Thank you. Hello, the real. How are you doing? So we have Princess or Page of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. They communicate to you what they want, and then you find out that they're not being honest about that. It changes, right? Oh, yeah, I thought we were going to go to the dance together, or I thought we were going to go see that movie together. They start making it clear they don't actually have the priorities that you do, or they're not interested in that long-term connection. We have the Tower. No, Ray, they can't. Completely blind to that. Hello, Mr. Flights Director. How are you doing? Apologies. I hope I'm not like offending you, Matt. I enjoy debate and semantics. Ray, you're asking if you can do a super chat and then ask a super like naked time influence question. I'm gonna refuse. My cards are not available for asking about your sexual activity. I'm not interested in that. So I say no. And we've got with the Tower, the Nine of Swords. This is a card that talks about anxiety or stress, sleeplessness. And it makes sense because we have someone who has enjoyed a really great reputation, or maybe a large collection of people who feel they're really attractive and they, would do anything to have a chance, right? Now they're realizing it's crickets. Now there's people who are like, no, thank you. I'm good on that. So they're looking at this as strength, which could be you, could be a Leo. That this person who's not really that pressed about being ghosted or, not being the priority for this Knight of Cups, like they're wondering, have you been talking about me? Have you been spreading rumors? Have you been lying about me? They're blaming you. And it may be as simple as people realizing that you're not chasing this person like everybody else did. And there could be people who are like, maybe that's smarter. Nine of Wands. I think you're protected against this person, but I do feel like they're going to be unreasonable in their response to you being okay with or just like walking away from this connection because this is just a garden tool. But they get uppity, they get frustrated, they want to yell at you, they don't like that you have influenced other people. Ray, please do not defend. I don't care. I don't want to know. I really don't. Like in my book, if somebody's out here bragging about how good they are in bed, they probably aren't that great. So you have to take into consideration people want different things, right? All right. What else do we have? I hide behind material things. The Knight of Cups, yes, is known for their charisma or their great personality, but also their looks and probably their money. So basically, this person is the king or queen of all things superficial. I don't know, man. If they're hiding behind material things, that's definitely a warning sign because it makes me feel like someone doesn't really know who they are, and therefore they're liable to change or be very like malleable or like slippery. When you're dealing with someone who's genuine and they know who they are and they know what their morals and principles and limitations or boundaries are, it's so much easier to navigate a connection with that person, be it platonic or romantic, because they know what they want. And this is someone who wants everything because they don't know what they really want. They do wish that they could take back what they said to you. And I do think that this was clarifying that they didn't want a relationship. Probably saying, I just want this to be a situationship. I don't want the emotional thing. I don't want the, obligations. But they wish they had treated you better. They told you they were not available. They did not want a commitment. And now they're regretting that. I remember every detail of that day. Thank you, Pharaoh. I am so attracted to you. I want to be more than friends. Makes that pretty understandable. And you don't know how hard it was to let you go. I'm kind of struggling. I feel bad for this person because I do feel like they just didn't treat you right. And now they're a little bit mad that things aren't going as well for them. It's like now they don't have the riz. Now they're not very great at, flirting with people. Or, obviously, like I said, their reputation is impacted. I don't know, maybe when they're about to walk into the bar, a car drives by and splashes them with rainwater or something. It's like there's bad luck following this person around because they were unwilling to pursue something serious with a person that they did actually have interest in. Instead, they ran away from it or they hid their interest or they cut things off before they could catch feelings because they didn't want that. And now people are talking about them negatively and it's making it pretty impossible for them to get laid. So we have the the star, which is number 16. This is saying this person needs to focus on healing and they may be able to take some inspiration from you. You have focused on that and there's good news coming in for you that really, I do feel like it reaches this person's ears, the Knight of Cups, and it really underscores for them what a silly move it was to walk away from the connection or to not want to have something serious. So now the community, their friends, or maybe even a few exes, are looking at them as not serious or not a good option. Have you ever heard or like read one of those Reddit stories where one person in a relationship or in a marriage is like, "Hey, let's go do the open relationship thing," and the other person is like, "Okay, we'll do it. That's fine." And then the person who originally wanted it gets absolutely nowhere with their intentions, and the other person gets all of the opportunities. You're about to be the person who gets all the opportunities. You about to be like surrounded with people who want to be with you biblically. And this Knight of Cups is going to be like, why does everybody want you? Where are all my fans? Can't you see how hot I am? Why do they like you better? They get jealous. They get jealous that they walked away or didn't take you seriously. And now they kind of miss you, you know? Hello, Nancy. How are you doing? Hello, John. Hello. How's it going, Scott? Please make sure you're parking your judgments outside of the door. And could you like finish your sentence? Jesus gonna give it to you. Come on, Scott. People are gonna misunderstand what you're saying. All right, I'm gonna leave it there because I'm tired and I love you all. Thank you. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping if you're able to. And I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.